Kaylee.
And I'm David.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Today, we'll be going over the 5 most common mistakes that are made during the flipping process.
The first mistake is underestimating the time frame. So this happens often. Typically, the national average is about 6 months to flip a house, but when you're getting contractor numbers or you're thinking very positively, sometimes you can hear it's going to be 2 months, it's going to be 3 months, and then generally it takes a little bit more time. So when you're running numbers, just always do your worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, we always like to put about 8 months, and it just gives us a little leeway. If we're to finish early, then we make more money. If we're to finish later, it's not as big of a hit.
The next mistake is underestimating the actual rehab cost. Now, what you want to do is once you get your final numbers from whatever contractor that you're using, you want to ensure that you add a miscellaneous contingency, just in case anything goes wrong in the house or there's any unexpected repairs that happen throughout the process.
The third mistake is overdoing the rehab, and this is so easy to do. A lot of us love the design part of flipping houses, but in all reality, it's not really your choice how you're going to design the house. It's based on the neighborhood trends. So when you're looking at comps in the neighborhood, you're going to see the style of house that it is, the type of materials that they're using, and you basically just have to design based off that information.
For instance, you may like open concept homes, but if the houses in the area that you're looking at is comps and are selling at the price point that you want your home to sell for, you're not going to see the return on investment by spending the money to knock down all the walls in the house.
See this in all areas of designing process, whether you use granite, quartz, or laminate, whether you're using hardwood or laminate floors, your light fixtures, your plumbing fixtures, every little detail, it all depends on the comps and not necessarily your eye for design. The fourth mistake is over-speculating on the after repair value, also known as the ARV. That is a very specific number, and you'll know that number before you even purchase the property, before you even put it under contract. So if you are unsure about how to run comps, make sure you reach out to an agent who is unbiased that can give you the right number of what you can sell your house for. A lot of people get excited, and actually on our first flip, we did the same mistake. We got excited once it was done and we overpriced the house, and it ended up sitting for a month until we lowered the price and we had someone put an offer in right away at the number we originally thought the ARV was going to be.
If you aren't an agent or you don't have an agent handy, there is ways that you can get a quick idea of what the comps in the area are. There's an app that we use called HomeSnap. What you want to make sure that you look for is that house that you're buying and that house that you're putting an offer on. Make sure the houses that you look for in the area are of the same square footage roughly, or of the same bed and bath, and are in a close proximity to the house that you're looking for, and also when they were sold.
Just remember, the houses have to be in the sold status. It's not when they're under contract. It's not when they're active. You don't consider houses that were bank owned, short saled, or any of those. It's just homes that were sold that are similar to the house that you're about to buy. And if you don't have HomeSnap, you can also use Zillow, Redfin, any of those other sources, Realtor.com, all of those provide that type of information. And the fifth mistake is your money costs. So going back and referencing some of the first mistakes is the time frame. If things take longer than expected, then things are going to cost more than expected. Your holding costs, which are your utilities and your lending fees, those are all going to add up if your project runs longer. So if you are using a loan to purchase your flip, money costs money. So that's more monthly interest payments that are due, that's more utility costs that are due, and you just need to consider all of those things when you're running your numbers. Again, use the worst case scenario when you're running your analysis.
So there we have it. Those are the top 5 mistakes that we see flippers make. Make sure that you like and subscribe down below. And we'll see you again for the next video.
And comment if you have a specific topic that you want us to go over.